is to create an educative and informative website to help teach Nigerians ways we can reduce food. So our research question, our target audience are citizens of, for now, they are the citizens of Nigeria. So we focused on the quantitative and qualitative research. So when we're carrying out our research, we started from their name, age, gender, location. So we had like 5 males and 5 females. So due to like from our survey, we're able to carry out an interview. So first of all, when we started the interview, we made them feel comfortable. We're like, hello, we are from a non-profit organization called SaveNet, short form SN. We're embarking on an exciting journey to create a user-friendly, informative website to help the users have an idea. So after making them feel safe and comfortable, we asked them some questions. So from the questions, that was when we got the empathy mapping. So our timeline, the first 2 days, we did a lot of brainstorming. The third and fourth day, we did our online survey. On the fifth day, we gathered our survey. On the sixth day, we did our interview. And on the seventh day, we gathered the interview questions. And on the eighth to 14th day, we did the presentation. So I'm going to go to my fig jam now. So can you see my fig jam board? Let me stop sharing and share again. Can you see the fig jam board? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So from the fig jam board, based on our survey, the interviews, we had only 4 people that wanted us to interview them, 2 male, 2 female. So that's how we got the empathy mapping. So from our survey questions and everything, the users were like in the rate at which the country is going is very annoying, and waiting on food it will not be nice. So based on our questions, some of them were like that Nigeria doesn't have an educative website that will teach people on ways they can save their food. We hold seminars. I think one of the female was like we should hold a seminar. The male was like we should do conventional seminars, and one other guy was like we should do public awareness. So I gathered everything together. These are from the females here. I just gave them a name, Aisha. So from our survey questions and everything, while we're doing the interview, she was at first, the first lady, Aisha, was feeling very angry. She was uncomfortable at first. She was feeling sleepy because she just woke up from sleep, and she was shaking her leg. Then from the guy, Dan, he was comfortable. So that's how, from the interview, that was how we started doing our empathy mapping. So the user persona, her name is Aisha Oluwaseun, 26 years, she studied business administration in school. She's a freelancer. She's from Ogun State. She was frustrated that we don't have informative websites in Nigeria. And she said Nigeria is becoming every day, and the citizens are adding to it by wasting food. And she was like, electricity and everything even makes the food, lack of electricity makes the food, our food get spoiled. So she was like, her goal is for the country to have an educative website on food wastage for organizations or governments, non-profit organizations or governments to hold seminars. So Aisha is a freelancer who is living a chic life. She helps outreach programs at her spare time. She has the idea that there are no educative or informative website on food wastage. Her goal is for the country to hold seminar and numerous websites that can educate people on food wastage. So for the guy, Dan, his name is Daniel Badejo, but you can call him Daniel. He's 31 years old, PhD holder. He's a product manager, stays in Lagos State, Nigeria. He said his frustration is that there's even hardly food to throw away. Government doesn't help, and he was like, there should be conventional campaigns on food wastage. There should be public awareness. They should give incentives so that people would come and attend the seminar, and they should have companies that collect wasted food. So that is a product manager who cares about his country and environment. He doesn't like the fact that with the current issue of the country, people still waste food and it causes harm to the environment. He wants the government or any organization to create and promote awareness of ways the citizen of the country can preserve food. So that is for the empathy mapping. I'm going to go to the UI design. Okay, so first of all, this was how we started our, well, this is just like what we gathered. So let me go to the second page. This is our wireframe, our low fidelity, We have the home page because we are creating a website, an educative website. So this is the home page, this is the about us page, the contact us, the get involved and the contact us. So I'm going to present from this side. Let me see. Okay, so SN, this is our logo, a touch of green, because when you talk about food, green is a color associated with food, and we put blue there as our name, with the color associated with our name, so that I wanted them to trust us. So once you come into the website, you just enter your mail, your Yahoo mail. For some people that doesn't have, for people that don't want to stress themselves, you can just go to your Google, join with Google, or you join with your Facebook. So if you want to get started, after putting your email, you just click on get started and it comes to the about us page. So this is just what we do. SN, also known as SaveNet, also known as SN, is a non-profit organization. We want to create employment for youth because what we plan on doing is hold seminars for people, and in the process of holding seminars, we employ them. We need dispatch riders. We have bins everywhere around. For now, we are starting with Nigeria, Lagos State. So we have bins on everywhere in Lagos. So we need dispatch riders to be carrying the bins, coming to our organization. We give it to people that recycle. So we're actually creating job employment for people. So during the seminars, we know Nigerians. Even me, if you tell me that there's a seminar on food wastage, I will not want to go. So based on our research of what Dan said, that they should give incentives. So when we are running our campaign, promoting our business, we are going to let them know, Nigerians know, that okay, we are actually giving out incentives. Maybe at the end of the program, if it comes to our program, at the end of the program, we will give you Dangote spaghetti, we'll give you Dangote sugar. Oh, there's donuts, there's meat pie. Obviously, Nigerians will surely come. So our mission is to educate citizens on Nigeria's ways we can prevent food. Then our mission is not just Nigerian as a whole. We want to move forward, like educating Africans and by God's grace globally. So our partners, we have Lagos Food Bank Initiative, we have Dangote, we have V Bank, we have Trash to Cash, we have Too Good to Go, we have La Buena Vida, we have Axis, we have Zenith Bank, and we have Thrive Agri. So these are our team members, and these are the little works we are doing. This seminar we held. This is a picture of somebody throwing trash in our garbage for us to pick it up, and this is so this is our footer. So we go to get involved. So SN, a better Nigeria, a better world, a better Africa. There's no waste in SN. Call us, don't waste your food, call us. We are just a call away. So if you want to get involved, for people that want to join our organizations, because we cannot do it on our own, we are creating job employment for the youth. So for people that want to get involved, people that want to join our campaign, you come here, you sign in, you put your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number, then you tell us what you want to do and you submit it. So every citizen needs to know how to manage food and how it affects the environment. Join SaveNet. With your help, you can educate everyone on food wastage, reduce harm to the environment, and employ the youth. Join us in creating more informative websites and promote ways you can reduce food wastage. So if you want to contact us, if you have any questions, so have a question, we are here for you. Please fill out the details below to submit your question. So we have the first name, the last name, email, phone number, questions, and submit. So you can also reach us. Other ways to reach us, you can call our number, you can mail us, and you can come to our office. And that is it. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing now. Sorry, I'm done.
Okay, okay. Nice one. Miss Jacinta, you can proceed with your review now.
Um, let the other groups present. I'll give my review after every group.
All right, perfect. So, group three, are you available now? Group three. All right, Nancy, that's it. So, please start your presentation.
Okay, good evening everyone. So this is group 3. Our topic is primary causes of food wastage in agricultural supply chain and how it can be controlled. So the solution for this, we actually came up with the name AgriTrack, as the name implies, for agricultural tracking and monitoring. So our problem statement states that the agricultural supply chain experiences substantial food waste, leading to economic losses, resource inefficiency, and environmental harm. This research seeks to identify the premise causes of food waste across supply chain stages and propose actionable solutions to reduce waste, improve sustainability, and enhance food security. So that is basically our problem statement to yes, to improve sustainability. Our objective states that to reduce the volume of food wastage to 30% within the span of 3 years, to connect several bodies of the food supply chain, to engage in trade services of various type in the food supply chain, and to help enhance the knowledge of food preservation techniques. Okay, so based on our user persona, we use them questionnaires like Google surveys to try to ask people how, like, their opinion on various stages, like based on we are dealing with supply chain, so we have to do from the retailers to the consumer, from the input suppliers to the consumers. So based on time constraint and all of that, we focus on consumers and retailer. So our consumer is Becky Lassisi. She's our consumer. She's she's 28 years old, a freelancer. She stays in Lagos, Nigeria. She's single. She's a food enthusiast, dedicated in supporting local food stores, and she's passionate about healthy eating and all of that. She loves to connect with lovers of food as well. So she loves affordable quality food, connecting with people with same interests or like minds, and she's a picky eater. So the frustration on what she has noticed from her end as a consumer is um the fact that wasting money on spoiled food and expired food has led to her cost of wastage, of food wastage. Buying too much food has led to her wasting food, leading to unnecessary expenses. So paying for food that has not been consumed, maybe she's overfed or whatsoever. She's guilty about contributing to waste, environmental waste, and all of that. Difficulty planning food meals because she's a foodie, so she loves buying food. Anything she sees, she buys. So her personality is more like she's more of an extrovert, and she's a busy person. She's organized and flexible to any technology innovations that could come around to help solve her pain points or her frustrations. Okay, so now we're going to move to the retailer. Our retailer is our retailer is John Blake. He's 50 years old. He's married and he's a male. Okay, so John Blake is a dedicated agricultural retailer with 18 years of experience providing top-notch product and expertise to farmers, gardeners, and ranchers, with a passion for sustainable agriculture and customer satisfaction. He offers a wide range of quality input tools. So he builds long-lasting relationship with customers and all of that. So his goal is to also reduce food wastage as well, to minimize financial losses due to food waste, because as a retailer, it tells a lot on his capital. So he's trying to also enhance brand reputation, because he doesn't want to spoil his reputation based on expired products or products that have defects, to build a quality connection with his customers, so that they'll rely on him for quality products. And he complies with food waste regulations and all of that. So his frustration is basically difficulty predicting the demand, leading to overstocking and wastage. There could be some months where he could have a lot of sales, while the other, it will not be as the past was. So it will make him like budget beyond plan and lead to food wastage if it's not being sold out. So based on delay, damages, quality issues causing spoilage, storage and handling, inadequate facility or training resulting in damaged or expired products. As a retailer, he could decide to get like dairy products which he's new to, and he will not know how to try to preserve them. So, and he will think this butter is being preserved everywhere, like the same thing, the same way rather. So he will try to like freeze it, and a particular type might not accept over freezing or a degree of temperature for its freezing stage, and it could get bad and he could waste it. So just like that. So he's an introvert, and he's a busy person because he has been working, and he's an organized person, and he's a risk taker based on he's a retailer. Okay, our empathy map focuses on our two subjects of matter. We have both John and Becky. Both John and Becky, what they feel, what they do, and all of that. So what might we? Sorry, what might we? Or how might we? Sorry. Okay, how might we conveniently buy healthy food in right quantity to reduce waste? How might we educate consumers on how to preserve processed purchased food items? How might we improve retailers' inventory system? How might we help consumers and retailers preserve food easily? How might we help retailers keep track of food expiring dates to avoid wastage? So these were put into consideration. So we talked about educating retailers on specific goods upon purchase, and also set up expiring dates reminder to avoid food wastage, based on also to remind you of perishable goods and all of that. Next. So our style guide for our UI is so we have our style guide. As for agric, we have our green color, then we have our whites to signify for our font, and we have our tan based on agriculture is a soy based color. So, and that's what influenced our color palette. Then for our textile, we use man rope, 40 pixels, 32 pixels. We use a particular font but in different sizes. Okay, next. So for our low fidelity design, we have for our splash screen, onboarding screen, for our cards and our profile. We also have the same for our high fidelity design for our wireframe. Yes, so this is our high fidelity design. So next. So our competitive analysis, we focused on two main company and two main groups rather. So we focused on Glovo, which is a food delivery site that brings food to your doorstep and connects restaurant owners to customers. But AgriTrack sells the advantage whereby Glovo's shortcomings could be um, where global shortcomings could be where inventory management wasn't put into consideration. So we have our second competitive analysis as food mart, whereby you buy food items and all of that. So for every food item purchased in AgriTrack, a preservative tip is given to you as a guide to help reduce wastage. That was our selling point for this AgriTrack. So we're going to move to our journey mapping. Thank you. Okay, so we have our journey map whereby we have from our splash screen to our onboarding screen. Then we have a place where are you a user? If yes, you sign up. If no, are you a new user? Yes, you sign up. No, you log in. Then did you forget password? You could reset and verify and all of that. So you have your home screen where you could add to cart, explore multiple choices, check out your inventory usage and your settings, your profile. So based on your inventory, you have the favor of getting reminders of food being wasted and also a guidebook on how to preserve food. So we also have in our UI whereby you also connect with other supply chains because it's approximately not is approximately inevitable to waste food, like, but you could, if you have some food wastage food wasted, you could actually sell it off to maybe a poultry rearer, a poultry farmer and all of that. So this AgriTrack tries to a consumer to a retailer, whereby people could buy spoiled grain and feed it to their fish or their chickens or whatsoever. So it also reduces food wastage. So when you add to cart, you could check out your delivery options and payment tips. Then you have feedback where you buy, you return. Then from your setting, you could log out. So UI design. So we have our low fidelity design, our wireframe below, then our high fidelity design above. So, okay, from our low fidelity design, we could see from our splash screen. Sorry, Latifa, please zoom.
Okay, is it network or can anyone hear anything?
Think it's network. Oh.
Good. Good. Group three, what's going on? Latifat, are you here?
Okay, can anyone hear me? Sorry.
Yes, you can.
Hello?
Can you proceed? I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I think our network logged out. So as she was explaining, here is our low fidelity designs, and we used it to bring these designs out. So I'll just go to our prototype. So if you can see, this is the splash screen. Then to take it to the first onboarding screen, then you can to take it to the next one. The next one. So this is the home screen. Sorry. So this is our cat. And I don't know why this is not. Sorry about that. So, okay, let me go to the next one. This is our profile. So the setting will take you here. So that is the end of our. I'm trying to take it to the inventory. Okay, so here is the inventory. So to take it to recently added, you have 5 in stock. Here, 5 in stock, out of stock. So when you press this, then you can go back to the explore, or so you can view other options to add to restock if you're willing to. Then this is our low stock. It shows that you have 1 in stock, 2 in stock. So, and we made sure to be like 500 grams. So because of people, so they will not buy surplus. So they'll be able to control the portioning and it won't get spoiled. So thank you. That's the end of the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Latifat, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, that's perfect. Group seven, group five first. Because are you ready to present?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. So you can proceed with your presentation, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen?
No, I can't see.
Hello, please,
No,
can you see my
no.
screen?
No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, let me share again. All right, can you see my screen now?
Um, yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'll be presenting for group 5, and we worked on an app that calls Feeding Hope. With Feeding Hope, we aim to convert food that is being wasted in different communities and get them donated to orphanages and several people that will need that food. So we say preserving food within communities. The background of our study is that food wastage is a critical global issue with significant environmental, economic, and social implication. Retail environments, particularly shopping malls, farmers, contribute substantially to this problem. So this study aims to explore different strategies to minimize food wastage within farms, restaurants, homes, shopping malls, enhancing sustainability and community well-being. So we followed the design thinking process to be able to achieve this. So our major problem statement is that smallholder farmers and the promotion of sustainable agricultural practices, they require support. In Nigeria, despite abundant food production, approximately 28% of the population suffer from hunger and poverty. So concurrently, up to 50% of produce is lost or wasted due to inefficient supply chains, inadequate storage, and limited access to markets. So even though in Nigeria a lot of food is produced, most of them are wasted because some people don't know how to transport the food, or they don't know how to store this food. So some of this food gets wasted. So our solution, our goal is to develop a user-centric mobile application that reduces wastage of food from farms, from restaurants, from malls, and get them donated to orphanages, and also educate farmers through learning resources on how to preserve this food, joining communities to collaboratively tackle the issue of food wastage. So we did a secondary research, and we got our empathy map, and we collated it on what the farmers, the restaurant, what they hear, they see, they do. Some of them, they hate throwing away food, but they don't even know what to do. Some of them suffer pain like lack of knowledge on repurposing leftovers, the guilt and frustration over food waste. And some of them would like to reduce their grocery bills because I think some people overbuy food. That's why they have food wastage in the homes. Our major objective is to evaluate existing food management practices in food outlets to identify areas of improvement. We also want to raise awareness among tenants, among shoppers, among farmers about adopting sustainable practices. So we use the secondary research to get our survey, and from our survey, we're able to collect our user persona. So our first persona is Mrs. Amina. She's located in, and she just wants the best for her family by reducing food wastage and help to make her life easier. And then her pain point, her major pain point is limited access to information on local resources for sharing or donating excess food. Sometimes when she has excess food from the farm, she doesn't even know how to get it across to people that will need them. Then she also has the challenge of language barrier. So she needs content that will be able to access local languages or simple English. Her major goal is to reduce spoilage. Amina wants to keep her crops fresh longer to prevent income loss. So she needs to learn about preservation of food. She wants to increase income. She aims to sell more by reducing waste and accessing more buyers. And she also wants to support her family. Another persona that we got was Adisa, which is a smallholder farmer. She's a farmer in rural Nigeria. Despite the limited formal education, she's resourceful and dedicated to her family. So she needs support in learning and implementing sustainable agricultural practices. She also wants access to improved storage facilities. She needs a better supply chain. And some of the challenges she has is she faces high post-harvest losses due to inadequate storage facilities. She encounters difficulties while navigating inefficient supply chains. She experienced limited access to markets where she can sell her food produce. So we also have another persona, which is a shopping mall manager. He lives in an urban area in Lagos, Nigeria. And then he studied environmental science, and he has a degree in business administration. So one of the challenges that Michael faces is that he latest sustainable trends and technology. He's passionate about sustainability and environmental conservation, and his aspiration is to contribute to the natural food security and reduce hunger and poverty in his own community. One of his major goals is to organize workshops and events to educate tenants and shoppers about food wastage, reduction, and sustainability. So we went over to create a user journey map on how they will move about the app that we created. So first of all, they hear about a food wastage app from a local agricultural extension officer. So they discover the app, they onboard on the app, they learn how to store their goods, they get market access. They also have learning resources on our app, and they plan for the next season. So we created a user flow, and on our user flow, the complete user flow for the app is that the users get onboarded, This is a complete user flow. It's not segmented. They get onboarded. And once they get onboarded, they get to the welcome screen and they're able to select whether they are a farmer, a household, an NGO, or a restaurant. After then, they have to access the main features of the app. And one of the major features of our app is the community. We have communities that you can join. They have a resource center, and then we have donations. So these are the major features of our app. Then for the community flow, you can browse for different groups like farming techniques, any topic you are interested, you can join such communities. We have preservation community, we have seedling community, we have farming techniques on how to farm your product and also preservation techniques. Then for the resource, the major feature of our resource part is that you can browse educational content, you can browse videos, courses to learn about how to preserve your food or how to store your food, marketing strategies on how to sell your food. So we have a learning resource on our app where you can learn different courses and register. Then another major feature on our app is the donations flow. And the donations helps you to locate nearby NGOs or orphanages where you can select a schedule pick-up or drop-off for the food and confirm the donation. Then on our app, another user flow on our app is that you can get notifications on your dashboard. You can receive alerts on recent group activity, on new resources, or donation updates. So you can also view personal activity. There's a portion on our app where you can view personal activities or communities or bookmark resources that you have joined. So we went ahead to do our low fidelity wireframes, our onboarding. They get to sign up and then you can access the courses, the community. We just make sure we focus on the major features of the app. Then the high fidelity frame is this is our high fidelity design, where you have the communities, you have different communities you can join. Then when we donate the food, you can either donate them to orphanages or different groups. Then we have notifications under our Feeding Hope app. You can see upcoming events, you can see community updates and all that. So I will go ahead and play our prototype, and that will be all for group 5. So like some communities in our app is like maybe Farmers Preservation Guide. You can join our sustainable sourcing. You can join our market mastering strategy. You can join our best preservation techniques. So these are communities. Then for the learning resources and learning courses, we have different courses that you can join to learn any course of your choice. Then for the donations, we have different groups where people are registered and you can donate, or you can even volunteer to like help to pass this food across. So thank you. We use them for our design. We use Inter for our typography and all that. So that will be all for study group 5.
Okay. Nice one. In fact, I enjoyed it. Okay, thank you very much.
So,
7, don't mind the
can you hear me?
background thing that you are hearing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, last presenter, you mentioned you had to play your prototype. Did you play it?
She did
Okay,
not.
let me try and go there to play. I'm trying to access it, but that window is not.
Okay, ma, can I play it for the group?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to get the prototype page.
Okay, can you let me play it for the group? Sorry.
Okay, please do that. Thank you.
Sorry, please. A minute. Let me share my screen. Okay. This is our prototype. This is the home page, and based on our personas, the most of them are like small scale farmers, so they don't have like they are not like tech savvy. So we just made it a simple navigating system. So this is the home page. Sorry. This is the home page. When they go to the community, they see the community where they can join groups. Then the resources where they can get courses. The courses are videos so that it will be easy for them to just play, learn, and practice. Then the donation tab where they can donate the excess food, which solve the whole poverty and hunger stuff. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Devon. So group, what is it? Group 7. Are you ready to present now?
Yes, good evening. Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
you can.
Can you guys see my screen?
no, no. We can see your screen.
Okay, okay. Sorry for the delay. Okay, good evening. Hello, good evening. Okay, so this is group 7, and our topic of focus is how excess or spoiled food can be reformed or reused. So the list on our agenda is to create our problem statements based on the responses we got from our users, our surveyed users, and then also to create our user persona, the empathy map, the ideation, that is how might we section, the user story, the user flow, wireframes, and high fidelity designs. So this is our problem statement, which was gotten from the responses we got from our surveyed users. So the problem statement states that individuals and food business owners need effective ways to donate and dispose excess and spoiled food, avoiding wasted resources and missed opportunities, which in turn help in minimizing food waste. Okay, so we also divided our problem statement into 3 sections by providing answers to the 3 W's, which is the who, the people that are in question, household members and food business owners, and then what are they trying to achieve. They're looking for effective ways to donate or dispose excess and spoiled food. And why are they trying to achieve this? To avoid wasted resources, missed opportunities, and minimize food waste. So this is some of the screenshots of our responses, our survey responses, the responses we got from our surveyed users. So now this is our user persona. The person we used is a a food business owner. Her name is Juliet Dines. She has been a food business owner for over 2 years. She owns a restaurant that offers everything from local Nigerian delicacies to international cuisines with fresh and high quality ingredients. So she's interested. She believes that it is a responsibility to reduce waste, support people, and nurture the earth. So our demographics include she's age 35. Education is territory. Where she's staying is Lagos. She's married with kids and she's a restaurant owner. So our pain points include difficulty finding accessible channels to give out excess food to the need, difficulty finding ways to give out spoiled food for repurposing. So our goals include to minimize food waste by donating edible excess food to charities, to offer spoiled food to farmers, and composting services for repurposing. And she's motivated to support those in need with excess food instead of throwing them away. And she's also eager to engage in an eco-friendly way of disposing spoiled food. So this is our empathy map. So the sales section is our user here says that throwing away food feels like throwing away money. I want to minimize waste, but managing inventory effectively is challenging. I'm looking for solutions to donate excess food and repurpose spoiled food. So she thinks, how could there be partnerships or channels that can help with food donations? How can I have access to farmers and composting services to give out spoiled food for repurposing? She also considered the impact of food waste on the environment and her business reputation. So what she does currently is she discards spoiled food frequently due to over-preparation in an attempt to meet customer demands. She also monitors inventory levels, but still result in surplus food. Also, she implements preservation techniques for excess food, but some items still get spoiled before they can be utilized. So she feels guilty about throwing away food and the negative effect it has on the environment. She also feels frustrated about when food goes to waste, despite efforts to prevent it. She's optimistic about giving out excess and spoiled food for various purposes, but unsure of where to begin. So this is our ideation stage, how might we section. So under the harm of the good, we said how might we help individuals and food business owners to donate their excess food to those in need to avoid wastage. So the solution we came up with is to offer partnerships with charity organizations that are interested in collecting edible excess food to feed the need. Then the second section of our how might we is exploring the opposite. How might we connect individuals and food businesses to give out their spoiled food to farmers or composting services for repurposing? The solution we came up with is to set up a simple network where they can send their spoiled food to nearby farmers and composting services to use as animal feed, fertilizer, and other composting uses. And then the next one is change the status quo. How might we integrate digital solutions to streamline the process of donation and collection process for excess or spoiled food? The solution we came up with is to create a mobile app where individuals and food businesses can list edible as excess food and spoiled food in real time and match donations to verified recipients nearby for pickup. And the next section of our ideation is break the point of view into pieces. How might we address food waste at each stage, that is the production, purchase, storage, and disposal? So we said offer workshops or digital content on smart shopping practices for consumers to reduce unnecessary purchases from the start. So now we also came up with our user story. So our user in question is a food business owner who often has surplus food. So she needs an efficient and reliable way to donate or dispose excess and spoiled food responsibly so that she can support those in need, minimize waste, and contribute to sustainable practices without disrupting our business operations. So this is we just created a simple user flow. So when our user opens the app, she would move directly to the onboarding screen. Then after the onboarding screen, she will be asked whether she wants to sign up or log in if she already has an existing account. And then after that, she'll move to either the home page, the news feed, or the profile. So here, our user clicks on the home page, and then under the home page, we have the dispose or the donate option. So our user can either decide to dispose our waste or to donate our excess food, and then she will fill some necessary information, and then after that the donation will be successful and then get to the end. So Mona will take over from here. Thank you.
Please, can you stop sharing your screen so I can share my screen?
Are we waiting for someone?
Yes, yes. Someone else will take over from me.
Please, can you see my screen? Oh my God.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Um, After we did our UX, the user research, and we got everything that we did. So we kind of created our wireframe. First of all, we did on paper actually, but then we have to do the digital wireframe, and this is what the wireframe looks like. So I'll just do the prototype of the high fidelity rather. But before we did the high fidelity, we kind of sorted out for inspirations. Then we decided on the color to use and the text typography and the likes. So let me just do the prototype. Let me play it. Just a minute. Okay, when the user comes into the app, this is the first thing the person sees, and after that, you have the onboarding screen. You get started. Then you have the sign up page. That if the user does not have an account, you have a sign up page where you put in your full name, phone number, email address, password. Then if you already have an account, you get to log in. You can continue either with your Facebook or Google. Then you log into the app. Then the first screen there is your home screen. So we try to make it a little bit user friendly and simple, in the sense that when you open the app, you have a mini billboard, a banner inside the home screen. Then below it, you have the dispose or donate, depending on the one you want to do. Either you want to dispose your excess food or you want to donate your excess food. Then you have the history of your activity, your previous activities, and this is where you have it. Then let's say a user clicks on dispose. Then when you click on dispose, this is the screen that would show up. Then you have a little message that have to motivate the user on reasons why you have to dispose your products. Then you go ahead to dispose your products. Then you have this screen that you have to choose, either is a food, fruit, or vegetable. You have to choose between these three options. Then you set your location, nearest bus stop, then dispose your products, and the product has already been disposed. Then you can still go back and you have our donate button, which is almost the same thing with the disposal as well. You donate. Then in this what's going on? In this screen, actually you have to select the quantity of the food items that you have, depending on the amount of people that is going to be enough for. You can select either, because you have minimum and maximum, then depending on the quantity of the food, then confirm, donate, and we need to go back to the screen, and this is basically what we have. Then the news feed. Then the news feed, you have like more like a and it's, what's wrong? Okay, this is our newsfeed screen. Then we have your profile, and this is what we have in the profile. That's it. Thank you. I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Munachi. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next group. I think the next group is group 9. Group 9, are we available? Group 9, are we available?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, group 9 is available. So please start.
Sorry. Ready. Can you people see my screen? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so our group, first of all, our group brand name is Surplus Savers. So our brand is all about saving products, saving goods wasted from mostly householders, because we focus on household users. So for our first of our problem statement is household needs a platform where they can not only buy groceries but also sell it too, plus have opportunity to get recipes for their ingredients at home. Our user persona, we did just 2 people. Basically, they are people that work a lot, so a majority of the time their food gets spoiled. We have sorry, we have Betty. Betty is a picky person when it comes to food she eats. She tries to get the best and also eat healthy. Being a manager, okay, sorry, I skipped that part. Before the whole thing, we and Betty is 32 years old. She's a marketing manager. She lives in Lagos, and her lifestyle is buy. And her lifestyle is a busy professional, health conscious, and often shops for grocery once a week. And the quote is an apple a day keeps the doctors away. So her Becky is a picky person when it comes to food. She tries to get the best and also eat healthy. Being a manager is not an easy job because it requires a lot of time, which leaves Betty once a week to go for grocery shopping. Most times her food gets spoiled and also not having recipes for the food on ground. Then her goal is to maintain a healthy diet while minimizing the food wastage. Also to be able to cook with the ingredients available. And her challenges often she often buys food than she can even consume. So she needs a platform where she can sell them or give them out. And also she struggles with meal planning and understanding proper storage. And the user persona for empathy map for it is I want to eat. She said what she wants. Uh, why is it not- okay, things and foods. I want to eat healthy, but hate throwing away spoiled food. I wish to know how to store them better. Her phrases talks about wanting to reduce food, but buys a lot of them, of buys a lot often and lets them spoil. She sees grocery stores filled with food. A lot of times when she passes by some grocery stores, when friends and family discussing meal preps and eating healthy, um, here's friends sharing tips on meal planning and also influencers promoting zero wastage lifestyle. And we also have another persona that is the one for Ebuka. Ebuka is a 44-year-old software engineering, lives in Abuja. His lifestyle is health conscious, enjoys cooking, but often busy with work. The quote for her is living life to the fullest. Ebuka is a healthy eater when it comes to food, who tries to get the best and also eat healthy. This software engineering job takes a lot of time of his time, which leaves him little time to think of what to do, what to cook. Most times they get spoiled and also not having recipe for food on ground. Just like Betty too, both of them having no a little less of time and also they are not having recipes for the foods on ground. That's what we gathered when we did a little research on them because we just did majorly on household because we couldn't do a lot. We couldn't do the restaurant and other people. So his goal is to maintain a healthy diet while minimizing food wastage. So maintain a healthy diet while minimizing food wastage, able to cook with the ingredients available. His, his goals are His goal is to maintain a healthy diet while minimizing food, also to be able to cook with the little ingredients available. And also his challenges are often buy food than he can consume and would love to share to people who need them before they spoil. Also, he struggles with meal planning and understanding proper storage methods. Sorry. His challenge, the user persona for empathy map for it is he thinks I want to make healthier choices but end up throwing a lot away. I wish I had a better way to plan my meals and have what and okay. I wish I had a better way to plan my meals around what I have. And also he says is talks about wanting to be more sustainable, often shares articles on food wastage, buys organic products. And he sees his stores overflowing with fresh produce and social media posts about sustainable living with reducing waste. Plus, he's here is podcasts or videos discussing meal preps and strategies, food sharing meal prep tips. That is it for our uh, user persona and our empathy map. Our goal as surplus saver is to help us households not to feel bad about food that is about to spoil by helping them sell those foods to people at a cheaper rate, which is better than nothing. And so we have how might we how might we the first one is good selling. How might we help reduce spoilage by good selling? Like create an app where household can sell they're about to spoil goods. The second one is reducing stocks in the house. How might we be able to help household know their groceries is about to finish? In our app, we also create a reminder for them and also track what they have at home, having resource and having recipes. How might we help a household prepare meals with the ingredients they have? In our app, also we would have okay, we will also have a page where recipes can be shared by the brand, the company itself, and also people using our app. They can share the new recipes for people around using our apps. And okay, that's it for our problem statements, user personas. So we are going to we just first of all we just did a landing page on we did a landing page on our app, just only the landing page. This is the wireframe for it. We did a desktop version and also we did a mobile version, but I didn't do the landing page mobile version with wireframe. The landing page is first of all is telling okay. This is the website landing page for desktop version. Surplus savers. Join the movement to end food waste. Our website helps you connect with people both far and near, all eager to buy surplus food. Okay, we have this sign up when we actually make the design the app itself. We have the sign up purchase and also to sign up to sell, sign up to purchase and sign up to sell. And the surplus. Oh, okay. Introducing, we are trying to tell our users, trying to, so we're trying to, the surplus basket. First of all, we're introducing the surplus basket to the people, household, to connect surplus food with those who need it the most. Save money, reduce waste, and contribute to the more sustainable world. One meal at a time. Start making a difference today. Discover how you can rescue surplus food, enjoy fresh food at a low cost, and be a hero for the environment. Join us creating a waste-free thing in future. So this is our website, our landing page. Then it shows a little eco-friendly smart business. 39% of customers purchase additional food. We're telling us how the thing is going to go about, and that's it for it. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Group 9. So I think the next group it should be Group 11.
Yes, that's 11. Are they around?
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Are you presenting?
Oh, good. I am.
All right, please
Yes.
go on.
Let me a topic. Rashid, put your mic. All right. Our topic is hello. Network is bad from my end. I believe you can hear me. Can you hear me? Please just confirm that you can hear me because
Yes,
it's
yes,
is.
we can hear you. Okay. No.
All right. We are looking at total percentage of food. The problem statement. We have John Emmanuel, and John Emmanuel is a small scale farmer. He's age 33, and his main aim is to improve storage facility because one of the major reasons why people waste food, sometimes they tend to forget what is in their pantry, they tend to forget what's in their fridge, and other times poor decision making in storage of food. They don't know how to preserve their food or how to properly store it and maintain freshness. Other times, choices in choices or decisions of cooking. What do I cook? What do I make for the family? So it tends to make people waste food. So our personnel, John Emmanuel, says, I wish I can improve storage facility that I have. And what is his goal? One is to reduce wastage on the farm, improve storage and inventory tracking, connect with local communities or charities to donate surplus. And his frustration, lack of technology to track food and inventory, limited option to repurpose or donate surplus produce, difficulty in keeping track of food fresh and storage condition. And then quickly over to our empathy map. These are empathy map. The
Precious, are you saying something? We can no longer hear you. Group 9 members, do we have someone else that can take up the presentation? Group 11, sorry. Group 11 members, can someone else take up the presentation?
Hello, good evening, ma. This is Praise. I'm in group 11, but my network is really bad. I've just been going off and on.
Okay, I do want presenting.
It's not even connecting
Oh, it's me. I was presenting. Talk is bad. I've changed location.
to my system.
Okay,
So can I continue? I was
praise,
presenting before. Sorry.
praise, you can hold on. Let's Precious continue.
So sorry. Sorry. So I've talked about our personnel, John Emmanuel, and now over to our empathy map. What he does, he buys in bulk, but struggles to store it properly, and other times he often forgets what he has in bulk, and then it tends to expire. Occasionally, he donates excess food, but finds the process inconvenient, often giving out food, and that is waste on his part because he's losing money. And the people he's giving out those food to, you don't know if they really need it or if they are going to consume it. And so, because of that, he says, I hate seeing food go to waste. If only there was a way to use extra produce before it spoils. And then managing food inventory is hard, and I often end up with expired products. And this makes him feel frustrated with food wastage and the money he loses. And he's anxious about the environmental impact of food wastage. Of course, he's a farmer, and he's interested in a sustainable approach to managing food, and he thinks that I'm buying too much food. How can I get a better plan meal to reduce waste? And is there a way to donate or restructure this surplus food? That's repurpose the surplus food he has. And then this takes us to our wireframe. Daniela, please, your screen. Of course, we have
Precious, you've gone off again. I can no longer hear you. Hello, Precious. Okay, so I believe this should be the last part that they have to present. So um so I think I've gotten I've gotten like their presentation, what they've done so far. So we can move on to the next group. Do you have a 13 course rep? Do you have a group 13? No. Okay. So the even about groups that were not able to present yesterday, is anybody ready to present now? Even number groups. I think the only people that presented yesterday were what's the group again? Was it group 8 or
Hello, ma.
something? Yeah,
Good evening, ma. Yeah, I wasn't able to talk.
yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I can present this wireframe on group level.
What group are you in?
Group 11.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so this is green light, the green light app. It's for food saving. Yeah, so if you like, we come here, we put track inventory. This is where you add your food that you bought. You can go straight to like saving it manually, or you can scan it if it has like a barcode. Then when you save it, there's you go to the next page, which is perfect. So then it will show you like days for your expiring, and they will like give you a notification once it expires. And you can also donate your food to partners. Like when you come here to this donation page, you see where you say there's like events you can donate to your surplus food instead of it going to waste. So that's what we're able to do now. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. So thank you, group 11. So you can stop presenting, whoever is presenting. So for the even group members, is it group 8 that presented yesterday or group 8 wants to present? From the even group members, do you have any group that wants to present today? Okay. So I'll take it that we are done.
Wait a moment. Can we present? Group 2.
What group are you?
Group 2.
Okay, so because today is not your ideal day of presentation, please make it very brief.
Okay, it's fine. Okay,
Mm.
give me a moment to find the screens.
So group 6 also want to present. So just two groups are going to present today. Group 2 and group 6. So when they are done presenting, we'll end the presentation. So please, you guys should make it really very brief.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the persona and the prototype. Yeah.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So let me okay. So our persona is Mary Johnson, a 32 years old woman who's living in Nigeria, and she's a sorry. Okay, yeah, she's a restaurant manager. And yes, we had our problem statement, which states that food waste is a significant issue with excess food offer being thrown away at homes and business. So our app was mostly about, let me share my apps. Yes, our prototype was mostly about helping our users be able to track their food, know their listings and requests. So this is our homepage. We will be able, they will log in with using their Google account or their Facebook account, and where they will write their email and password. Once they forget it, they'll be able to find a way to remember it and log into their account. On the first page, they'll be able to see their groceries, their vegetables, fruits, and everything, and be able to track their time, the time that their groceries have been in their stores, either months, weeks, or days. So as you can see, the second part, we have the groceries list. Haven't not been able because of the time to put the pictures, but yeah, this is the list. And the third part is the profile picture of our user, where she can edit the profile, see the setting, get our support, and also see more about the picture. The app. Thank you very much for your time.
All right. Thank you very much, Group 2. So, Group 6, let's hear from you, please. Group 6, please, if you are ready. Justina.
Okay, good evening. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. Okay. So our research question is how food wastage can affect the economy. So we thought about how food wastage can affect the economy of a country. We did a lot of things. So we said, according to this problem statement here, we said that food wastage can cause environmental degradation. Sorry, okay. Yes, it can cause environmental degradation, food insecurity, can increase price of food, and also increase cost of living and other things. So this is the problems we identified that food wastage can cause. So we also did our ideation, brought out ideas on what to design in order to help curb this food waste. We did our empathy map. So let me go to the other side. We did a mini user flow. This is it. So this is our user flow. So from the home page, the person can move to other locations. Let me go straight to other places on the app. Let me go to our wireframe. So this one's up here is our low fidelity wireframe, while this one here is our high fidelity wireframe. Let me just play it. So the name of our app is Foodwise. When one enters this place, the next thing for the person to do is to sign in or log in. Okay. No, this is okay. This one is so this is the home page. When the person logs in or signs up, the person will be moved to the home page. And this is the home page where the person can connect to farmers, donate food to charity. We also did an inventory management software, and also the person can learn how to preserve food. Please, can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this place, this is the next screen. So this place will connect people to cold rooms and other preservative rooms that they can use to preserve food in order to avoid wastage. We also did a trade by barter stuff that supermarkets and restaurants that have excess food can exchange what they need for themselves. So we also identified that transportation system can also be an issue that is affecting food waste, that is causing food waste. So we also included a transport system whereby people can get access to trucks to help them deliver their goods. So this is the next screen. This is the inventory manager. So to help track the inventories in order to allow businesses make better decisions. So we have this software here where the person can put the name of the commodity, put the day they purchase it, the expiring date, the quantity they purchased, the quantity they sold, the quantity they exchange, and it will calculate total wastage for them. So this place can also suggest for them the total quantity that they can purchase instead of purchasing excess, because these have already calculated their excesses. It will give them suggestion on the quantity that will be okay for them to purchase. So this screen is also showing videos that people can watch to educate them more, maybe on how to preserve food. There's policies that can be implemented in order to minimize food waste. So this is what we came up with.
You are done. 6.
Sorry, ma, I didn't hear you.
Are you done?
Yes, ma. This is the last screen.
Okay. Thank you very much. So you can stop sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So I believe we've come to the end of our assignments presentation. So from the groups that we had yesterday, group 8, I think, then group 6 just presented, and then group 4, then all odd number groups. So I'm going to be as fast as possible, so I don't keep you guys waiting, because this is past our time already. But first and foremost, I'm really very, very impressed. I mean, you guys blew my mind, especially when the odd member groups were presenting. I was amazed. I'm like, okay. So I don't even really know how to even like congratulate you guys. You guys really did so much. And I'm very, very happy that I had the opportunity to, connect with very young, amazing, and vibrant women. So I will just, in a very brief, point out a little bit of like just take home. Not really. I was even planning to just end the meeting I was already impressed with the presentation. Let us go home. Like we all did well. Everybody's going to have A+. But then I saw the necessity to actually, point out like just a few points so that subsequent times we can always do better. But then I was really very amazed. So for group one, you guys really did well based on your presentation, like your arrangement of your whole presentation. In fact, I think not just group one, I think like so many groups, the very first groups that presented, they really presented their work in a very beautiful. Some of you guys even used Canva, some of you used slides, some of you used PDFs. That was very, very like good to see. And then I also heard you guys mentioned interview. You guys conducted an interview. So most times when you want to say that you conduct an interview, it's always good for you to say the amount of persons you conducted an interview for, like the response rate, basically. So the interview could be, I conducted an interview for like 5 persons or 4 persons or 6 persons. So it's always good to say the amount of people and the responses of these people, like a kind of a summary. So if it's good responses, bad responses, or if they're indifferent. So you just give like these responses of this interview. And then I heard you when you said Aisha was falling asleep because she just woke up when you were doing your interview. I think that is not entirely relevant to what you are interviewing. So was she falling asleep because she was trying to perform a task or because she just woke up? So it's not entirely relating to the problem that you're trying to solve. So most time, whatever you're trying to say that your user feels or says have to relate to the end goal, like the problem statements they are trying to solve. Then you could say things like she feels the government can host seminars to empower people. Like it has to always relate to your problem statements. You don't necessarily have to bring in the fact that she just woke up, that's why she's falling asleep. It doesn't really, it's not like, it doesn't match what you're trying to solve. Then after your empathy map, I noticed that you just went into your website. You didn't show us how you generated your ideas. So you must have done your whole ideation phase. We want to see, like, like this whole use case, like, is a story from the very onset to how you finally present the design. So you have to continue that flow of your story. So you need to also show how you were able to generate your ideas based on your problems that you have identified. Then on the final landing deck, the whole website as a whole, you guys really did a good job, but I feel the landing page especially is a little bit wordy. And then where you actually use pictures, it's always good when you're using pictures, just say short content to kind of say what that picture is for. So that someone that is seeing your landing page and just seeing pictures will be confused of, okay, what is picture for? So it's always good, like, rather than you just placing pictures side by side, you can just put a little bit of content after each of these pictures so that somebody can understand what these pictures are for. Then on the contact form, that was just a very minor stuff. The subject button is non-distinct from the input button. And you guys actually attained your goal of like your problem statements. Your design actually attained the problem statement. So that was a very good one. So for group 3, the same thing I mentioned for group 1. You said you did a questionnaire. So who did you ask the questionnaire to? How many responses? How many people responded to the questionnaire? It was done online, yes. So how many responses? How many positive responses? So you always have to give like a data of your survey that you must have done if you actually did one. So, and your empathy map, during your explanation, you didn't exactly explain what you are saying as in what is on your empathy map. You just showed us and then you moved on. So I'm also pleased with the fact that you guys use a style guide. I think not just that group, so other groups too that use a style guide. Kudos. And I love the fact that you guys used competitive analysis and you got, like, when you were presenting your competitive analysis, I'm like, wow, you got the real reason why we are doing your competitive analysis. And the main reason was for you to get a distinctive, like, what's the selling points for this competitor, so that you can know how to use it on your own idea. And you guys just got the real, like, why you're actually doing your competitive analysis. And that's a very good take home. So I also love the fact that your goal was also achieved. So, I always check, does your design actually solve your problem? So that is always the key takeaway after all this whole thing. I always check, does the design you finally give, does it solve the problem that you started with from the onset? So yes, group 3 actually solved their problem. So for group 5, I think you guys really did a very extensive work. I'm so proud of how you guys, I think you guys have like 3 personas or something. So you guys did lots of research. As in, I can see the research work in your presentation. And I'll really commend you guys for your extensive research. And you guys were able to come up with as many problems as possible. And one thing I really love about your presentation, that's group 5, is that you actually factored in your personalized, like, experience that you do in your pod. You said you want the user to select if they are restaurant owners or if they are farmers, or all those other stuff. So those are like a personalized experience for your app. And for you to actually factor in designing an application that is personalized for users is a very key thing. And that is what most companies of today are actually doing. Just like the way that we have for Netflix, for example. Netflix always suggests movies that you like. So it's always good to always factor in a personalized experience in our app. Then you guys also solved your intended problem, and I didn't spot any setback or any loophole in you guys group. So kudos to group 5. So for group 7, so I think the same survey too. So I think all the groups, I think maybe it's for my own part as well. So all the whole survey, anybody that mentioned survey, you guys didn't say how many users. Then your empathy map, I was so finding it difficult to read what is on your empathy map, but I was just trying to listen when the presenter was reading it. So most times when you are presenting your work, your use case, make sure that your fonts are big enough so that someone can actually read what you have presented. Then I think in your user flow, you also say the users can either dispose or donate food products. So I was trying to understand why you put the option of disposing. So remember, the whole problem was trying to solve food wastage. So I was finding difficult to relate why you want people to dispose their food, because the issue you are trying to solve is, rather than them disposing, you want them to either reuse it or donate it to people. And then if they are disposing, does it mean that you throw it and you waste it? So it doesn't even solve the problem of food wastage in the first place if you are giving them the opportunity to dispose the food from the app. I hope you got that, group 7. So for group 9, I noticed your work was not really organized, like the contents on, I think you guys use Figma board or something. So it wasn't really organized. So he even destabilized the presentation in a bit, but the presenter also did well to relating the points. And you also presented 2 personas that have the same pain points. So the essence of creating a persona is you are trying to relate, like, persona is a fictional being. So one persona pain point should not be the same with the second personal pain point. So you are trying to categorize, like summarize all the pain points into one category. So your first persona should have a different pain point, and your second persona should have another different pain point. So when you're having two personas and then they are both having the same pain point, there was no need for you to actually create a second pain point, even if it's just only one that is similar. It doesn't, like, you are now making it like as if you are creating for one person. Why persona is like a combination of different people that form like a fictional human being. So what group was I even saying? Oh yeah, for group 9, I love your website. Your website was I love it. And then I love the fact that you also did a responsive design. So for group 11, no problem statement. You just went straight to your empathy map. Then so I was also finding difficult to understand the, like, why are you actually like you said, the user can buy food, save the food, save the food in the app or scan manually, then input it of expiring, all that. So why are they actually doing all of those things manually? When, if they buy the food from the app should have the record of the food already. They don't have to come to the app to input the record of the food by themselves. They can just, the app should be able to track the record of the food, and then they can use that record to solve any problem that they want to solve. Then you actually created, like, you actually identify some problems like reducing waste, donate surplus, lack of tech, storage conditions, and I think those are the problems. But I'm not entirely sure if your app actually solved. Maybe it could solve the tracking of the wasting food, but I didn't see. I'm not sure I saw the donate option. Okay, there's donate food. Okay, so that's that for 11. So the only problem I had for 11 was the fact that that they have to impute the food record manually, when you can design a system that should be able to do it automatically. That is if they buy the food from the app. So for group 4, I think maybe because there was a rush work in completing your design. Because I think from yesterday I got your feedback of very less active members. So I think that kind of reflected in your work, but in a long way, like, you were present where the other groups were presenting their work, so you must have learned one or two. So kudos on trying to present the work. Then at least you got the whole idea of creating your persona and creating your wireframes and the final designs. So that's good enough. Then for group 6, that's the last group that presented, but not the least. Oh yeah, it was group 6 that actually imputed the food stuff manually. So sorry, not for group 11. So it was group 6 that actually imputed their food stuff manually. And then you also mentioned that you want people to be able to trade by barter. So what I actually just thought in my head was that how are you going to regulate the trade by barter means? But I'm like, okay, let me not like think about it so much. But in some cases, when you are bringing up an idea, you must have always thought about, okay, the business phase, the edge cases, the outliers. How will this process even go? How are you going to make sure that somebody is not treating someone else when they're trying to exchange food? But then, based on your whole presentation, like I said before, like, you guys actually blew my mind. I'm very, very impressed, and I can't seem seem to be very grateful to have the opportunity to speak. So I'll teach you guys, being that today is my last day of, you know, being with you guys. I feel like today is even the best of it all. To actually see that all that I've been teaching, you guys are actually understood it and brought it to light. So thank you guys so much, and I'm really very impressed. And I hope that everybody, in one way or the other, learned something from not just from today's presentation, but you know, past presentations. So after this feedback, I've done to the best of my ability the feedback I have for you guys. I was a bit fast, so that this is way beyond our time. So do we have any comments? You know, anybody want to say something? Thank you. So that we can, end this class as fast as we can.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Okay, ma, I just want to appreciate you a lot. Like, you don't even know the level you've taken us to. It's amazing how we can, even somebody that don't even know what is Figma can open Figma and start designing something. And it's actually amazing. I didn't even know that I can get up to this level that I'm in now. And it's quite amazing. Thank you very much for taking out your time to teach us very well. Thank you very much. May God bless and reward you.
Amen.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So I believe, in the absence of no further comments or questions, you can end the class. But just in case, I don't know, someone trying to say something.
Hello, good
So
evening, ma.
okay. Yeah, good evening.
Hello, ma. So I want to just say a very big thank you for your time and for your efforts. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. So just in case, like, when as you are trying to advance in your career, you might have some questions you might encounter. So you can always reach me on LinkedIn or Telegram. You could just ask your questions, and I would respond in the best way I can. Then somebody wanted to say something.
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, firstly, I want to start by like a big appreciation. Thank you so much for the learning outcome. Really I appreciate. But I wanted to ask something. Like for two classes, I forgot and I didn't sign the attendance. So I just wanted to ask, like, is there a way maybe we can prove that we're in the class and sign the attendance, or it does not really matter? I can just chill. That's it, ma.
Okay. It's unfortunately, I'll not be able to answer that question. I think our course rep should be the best in best position to answer that. About attendance things, I don't know. So you can just reach out to the course rep and you can take it up from there.
All right, ma. Thank you so much.
All right. So, in the absence of no further comments and questions, so we'll end the class. So, see you guys, I don't know, some other time.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank
Good
you.
night, ma. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, good night. Bye. So, I'm ending the class right now.